Subscribe now.
Alright, listen up. Waiting for that new Chainsaw Man movie is pure pain. Straight up torture. So instead of sitting around, let's do the only logical thing. Rewatch all 12 episodes of Season 1. But this time, I'm dragging you through the chaos with me. From Denji's broke boy beginnings, to blood-soaked devil fights, to moments that'll leave you questioning your entire existence, this show grabs you from frame one and doesn't let go. But before we dive in, quick shout out, you guys have been showing insane love lately. Every single sub means the world to me, and we're officially on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers. That number isn't just a milestone, it's proof this little anime corner we're building together actually matters. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're watching this and haven't joined the squad yet, hit that button and be part of this ride. It really does mean everything. Alright, enough feelings. Rev your pull cord, let's run through Chainsaw Man episode by episode. No filler, no bathroom breaks, just pure chainsaw-fueled carnage. Episode 1, Dog and Chainsaw. Episode 1 hits like a truck. Well, more like a truck covered in debt. We meet Denji, a kid so broke he's literally selling body parts to survive. Bro even sold an eye. An eye! But the one good thing in his dumpster fire life? Pochita, a tiny, adorable devil dog chainsaw. Best anime pet since Pikachu, fight me. Then, bang! Yakuza betrayal, zombie devil massacre, Denji gets shredded. And just when you're like, cool, so the main character's dead in episode 1? Nope. Pochita fuses with him, and boom! Chainsaw Man is born. Mappa goes off with the animation here, the revving chains, the brutal carnage, the sheer weight of every swing. This isn't your average shonen glow-up. It's violent, ugly, and insanely hype. Episode 1 isn't just a hook, it's a chainsaw blade to the chest saying, welcome to the madness, you in or what? Episode 2, Arrival in Tokyo. Now that Denji's part chainsaw monster, he wakes up to a whole new world, literally in the backseat of Makima's car. She feeds him, pets him like a lost puppy, and suddenly bro's entire motivation in life becomes food and hugs. Honestly, relatable. This episode tones down the gore but cranks up the weird workplace comedy. We meet Aki, stoic, cool, thinks Denji's a joke. Their first mission together ends with Denji kicking him straight in the family jewels like repeatedly, peak conflict resolution. Mappa sneaks in some clean slice-of-life animation here. The morning routines, Tokyo streets, but still reminds you it's Chainsaw Man, with those tense devil encounters. By the end, Denji's officially part of public safety, living with Aki, and proving that yes, he will risk his life for the chance to touch boobs. Anime motivation at its finest. Episode 3, Meowi's Whereabouts. Episode 3 drops one of the wildest characters in the show, Power, a literal blood devil who looks like she just walked out of Hot Topic and decided chaos is a lifestyle. Denji and Power team up, and right away you can tell this is a cursed friendship. Power's got zero filter, Denji's got zero brain cells, and together, peak comedy. But then, plot twist. Power betrays Denji to feed him to the Bat Devil. Why? To save her cat. A cat. This girl sold him out for Meowi, and you know what? Respect. The fight that follows is nasty, grimy alleyways splattering blood, Mappa's animation going full monster horror. Denji goes chainsaw mode and shows us this isn't about being a hero, it's about survival and raw, selfish desire. Episode 3 proves Chainsaw Man doesn't play by normal anime rules. Heroes don't exist here, just people clinging to what they love, even if it's a tiny cat. Episode 4 kicks things up a notch. Denji's still battling the Bat Devil, but just when you think it's over, Mappa says, nah, here's the Leech Devil too. Because why not? Double the nightmare fuel. This fight is brutal. Denji's running out of gas, literally running out of blood, but he keeps swinging. And here's where you see what makes him different. He doesn't care about justice or saving the world. He just wants his dumb little promises fulfilled. It's messy, it's selfish, and it's real. The horror vibe here is strong. The Leech Devil's design looks like something out of Junji Ito's Notebook. Slimy, grotesque, and the way Mappa frames it with those close-ups, straight nightmare fuel. But the best part? Aki steps in and shows off his Fox Devil contract. One word, kon, and boom. Giant fox spirit head chomps the enemy in one bite. Smooth, stylish, total flex moment. Episode 4 balances disgusting horror with absolute hype, proving that in Chainsaw Man, the next devil could always be scarier than the last. Episode 5, Gun Devil. Episode 5 starts with what Denji's been chasing since episode 2, the promise of touching boobs. Power finally pays up, and the scene is so awkward and hilarious that it almost feels like a rom-com. Almost. But then, hard left turn. Makima drops some serious lore. the Gun Devil, a devil so powerful its first appearance wiped out over 1 million people in a few minutes. That's not just scary, that's world-ending horror. Mappa flexes with the tonal switch here, going from goofy teen comedy to global tragedy in seconds. One moment you're laughing at Denji, the next you're staring at death statistics that make your stomach drop. Punchline? Episode 5 reminds us that behind all the jokes and chaos, Chainsaw Man is telling a story about fear on the biggest possible scale. Episode 6. Kill Denji. Episode 6 throws Denji's squad into a literal nightmare, the Eternity Devil's hotel trap. They're stuck on the same floor, time looping, exits gone. This episode is where the tension really builds. Kobeni's freaking out, Arai's losing it, and Power is, well, Power. She's just enjoying the chaos. The whole vibe is claustrophobic. Mappa nails the endless hallways, the tilted camera angles, the creeping paranoia. And when things get too heavy, they hit us with Denji's idiot logic. Oh, you want me dead? Fine, I'll just chainsaw my way through this monster. It's dumb, reckless, and somehow brilliant. Episode 6 proves that sometimes the dumbest solution is also the most badass. By the way, if you're vibing with this Chainsaw Man run-through, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and honestly, every single one of you matters more than you know. You're not just numbers, you're the reason I can keep making videos like this. So yeah, if you're enjoying the chaos, join the Blade Byte squad and help push us to that milestone. Episode 7. The Taste of a Kiss. After all that hotel madness, Episode 7 gives us something rare in Chainsaw Man: downtime. The crew heads out drinking, and suddenly this devil-slaying squad looks like a cast from some awkward workplace comedy. Denji's whole mission here? Finally cashing in on Makima's promise of a kiss. But instead, he gets his first kiss from Himeno, and it turns into the most cursed anime moment of all time. I'm talking vomit transfer. Yeah, Mappa animated that in full disgusting glory. Thanks. I hate it. But honestly, that's the genius of this episode. 1 second you're laughing, gagging, and roasting Denji, and the next Himeno's opening up about her fears, her bod with Aki, and what it means to hunt devils when tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Episode 7 is Chainsaw Man in a nutshell. Goofy, gross, heartfelt, and horrifying. All smashed together into one unforgettable night out. Episode 8. Gunfire. Episode 8 lulls you in at first. Denji wakes up at Himeno's place, and it feels like the start of some messy rom-com subplot. But don't get comfortable, because this episode pulls the rug hard. Out of nowhere, gunfire. Public safety agents across the city get ambushed. Aki, Himeno, Power, Denji, everyone is suddenly fighting for their lives. And then it happens. Himeno sacrifices herself to save Aki. Her entire body disappears piece by piece as her ghost devil shreds the enemy. It's one of the most haunting, gut-punch scenes in the whole season. The music drops, the animation lingers, and you're left in stunned silence. Punchline? Episode 8 is emotional damage in 24 minutes. 1 second you're laughing at hangovers, the next you're staring at loss that cuts way too deep. No one is safe in Chainsaw Man, and this is where you really start to believe it. Episode 9, from Kyoto. Episode 9 wastes zero time. We're still reeling from Himeno's sacrifice, and Denji's literally chopped in half. But then, rev that chord, Chainsaw Man is back, and he's not playing around. The fight against Katana Man is straight chaos. Blood flying, blades clashing, Denji fighting like a wild animal who refuses to stay down. Mappa cranks the animation here into pure spectacle. Camera spins, brutal impacts, the kind of action that makes you lean closer to the screen without realizing it. And then, reinforcements. Makima arrives in Kyoto after her own terrifying display of power. Seriously, that temple scene, straight nightmare fuel. Between her mysterious abilities and Aki still clinging on, it's clear. This squad is broken, but not done yet. Episode 9 is when you realize Chainsaw Man isn't just violent. It's stylish, unpredictable, and absolutely relentless. Episode 10, Bruised and Battered. After the madness of Episode 9, Episode 10 takes a breath. But it's not peace, it's tension. Aki's left grieving Himeno. Denji and Power are recovering, and Makima, she's already moving the chess pieces for what's next. We meet a new mentor here, Kishibe. Old, scarred, drinks like a fish, fights like a demon. He straight up tells Denji and Power he's the strongest devil hunter alive. His training method? Kill them. Over and over. It's brutal, it's hilarious, and it's exactly what they need. This episode shifts the vibe. It's not about flashy fights, it's about survival of the fittest. You either adapt or you die. And watching Denji and Power get manhandled while still cracking jokes, weirdly inspiring. Episode 10 is the reset button, reminding us that this world doesn't care about your feelings. If you want to live, you better get stronger, fast. Episode 11, Mission Start. Episode 11 kicks off with Denji and Power finally putting their training to use. Remember how Kishibe kept killing them over and over like it was a casual Sunday hobby? Well, now you see the results. They're sharper, quicker, and finally learning how to think in a fight instead of just charging in chainsaws blazing. Meanwhile, Makima is being Makima. Calm, cold, manipulative. She's pulling strings behind the scenes and you can't shake the feeling she's 10 steps ahead of everyone else. The tension here is like loading a spring. You know something huge is coming, but you're stuck in the buildup. New allies introduced, devils lining up, the city on edge. Episode 11 feels like holding your breath before the plunge. You know the finale's about to hit, and it's gonna be bloody. Episode 12, Katana vs. Chainsaw. And here it is. The finale showdown, Katana Man versus Chainsaw Man. Two human-devil hybrids tearing each other apart in a brawl that's less about style and more about sheer brutality. Mappa gives us one last flex. Smooth animation, heavy impacts, every slash landing like a thunderclap. But the best part, it's not just the fight, it's the aftermath. Denji and Aki capture Katana Man alive, and Denji decides it's time for a contest, the Nut Kick Tournament. Yeah, after 12 episodes of gore and heartbreak, the season ends with Denji and Aki punting Katana Man in the jewels, repeatedly. It's dumb, it's petty, it's hilarious, and it's exactly what this show needed. And just when you think it's over, the anime drops that little tease, a dream about a mysterious door. If you've read ahead, you know. If not, let's just say, the real nightmare hasn't even started yet. Episode 12 ends with blood, laughter, and a promise. Chainsaw Man is only revving up. And that's season 1 of Chainsaw Man. 12 episodes of chaos, comedy, heartbreak, and pure hype. Honestly, rewatching it like this makes the wait for the movie even harder, but also way more exciting. Before you click away, I just want to say thank you. Every single sub, every like, every comment, it means more than I can even explain. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and hitting that milestone would be massive for this channel. You guys aren't just viewers, you're the reason Blade Byte exists. The reason I can keep making videos like this. So if you had fun reliving Chainsaw Man with me, hit that subscribe button, join the squad, and let's keep building this together. Because trust me, when that movie drops, we're going full chainsaw mode again. My name's Brett, this is Blade Byte. Keep revving and stay safe, everyone, and we will be back soon with more anime treasure.
Blade Byte. Subscribe now.